as the sun rises on another day at the glorious Jericho estate. Well, actually, on this tavish little town, decimated and ruined by the insanity of a maybe descended elder. I don't know. Okay, you know what? Anyway, I'm Joshua Jericho. This is Darkest Dungeon, and oh man, we have had the most interesting last two episodes where, like, first everything fell apart. Like, we started out pretty good, then everything fell apart, complete and utter chaos, only to then rebound with the most amazing, like, heart pounding, like, nickel and diming, like, little barely got through it dungeon. Oh man, it has been incredibly fun. Like, that's all I can really offer, is that it has been incredibly fun. So, whew, man, all right, that's all I got. I don't have anything else that I can really offer. Um, the first couple episodes went pretty good, and then after that, things started to very quickly fall apart on us. But we're getting there now. The last one was pretty great. If you didn't see it, you guys really should see it. Like, you should go watch it for sure. It was amazing. I have my Vestal back now, though, my healer. And I actually even went and upgraded their healing spells. So at this point, I'd like to do a longer dungeon, but I don't have a medium dungeon available, so that kind of sucks. So we'll have to do something else. Let's see what we have available to us. Bounty Hunter, move resist, move skill chance on the Bounty Hunter, which would be good for the Bounty Hunter, actually. And we didn't get through that other dungeon, so we only have one on that. And I want to be careful about not going too far, because after you clear to the boss, you really kind of auto-fight the boss. But I want to balance all the dungeons out as much as I can. So, more likely to be stunned, but more damage on range skills, which is pretty much what he uses, versus the helmet of move resist and move skill. That's a tough call. I am right now all kinds of anxious, I'm not gonna lie. But I also just realized I need to tweak some of these skills here. Let me see. I'm taking the Vestal, so I don't need to heal. Might want to. Yeah, he's got to heal on himself though. Okay. If I go into the ruins, wait, didn't he just get Ruin Scounger? Yeah. But I don't need that right now. Can she do all of her things from the very back row? Yes, she can. Let's take some people that haven't gone since this is the short one. Man. This is just all kinds of cray-cray. Okay. I think this is a good team. Not a great team. Good team. This one's got no negative, where this one has a negative. So I'm going to take this one, even though I probably need this more. Well, actually, crests. I have plenty of crests. So we'll go with this one. There's just two good reasons to take this one and not to take it on. Okay. We'll add another shovel. Always take a shovel, kids. Torches, take my standard. I should only take 8 on these shorter ones. I don't seem to be using the torches up. Watch me say that, and then I'll get to the end of the night and I won't have torches. Take my 12. Man, I'm still kind of like winded from that last one. Like, just thinking about how intense that was. It was crazy. It was exciting. It was crazy. Let me think for a second. What else could I possibly need? I've got a holy water they give me for free. I think I'm gonna take some herbs. I haven't seen a lot of Iron Maidens, but when I do see them, I'm kind of always like, I should probably have them. I think I might take another key because for some reason I remember there being more things that needed keys. That's probably good. I only have 2,000 gold left. I have to do well on this mission, so I can't screw around too much. Oh man, I am still super anxious from that last one. Hopefully this one will not be as intense because I don't know if I got it in me.
Better place to begin than the seat of our noble line.
Always a good sign when you start off with Tiny Box Tim. Tiny Box Tim!
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
So one of the things with this game is everybody kind of has characters that they like and they don't like. And I find I tend to really like the grave robbers for some reason. And I'm not sure why, it just seems like they always work really well for my playstyle. So that's the ability that I thought my other dog had. My dead dog. My dead dog. I miss you, doggy.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
See, she's got the bluff, or she's got the light thing in the back row. It's awesome.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I'm not sure why I did that. Oh, well, whatever. He needs some de-stressing. That being able to de-stress, man, so good. Having a dedicated healer, also so good. I don't know why I don't have a single like it just occurred to me that I don't have anybody that's got corpse cleanup. I usually like to have at least one corpse cleaner. Okay. Books. I really don't know if there's anything you can do about books. Let me look and see real quick. I keep just it's just not. It's just luck. It's just a bit roll a die. You have to think of it like D&D. Like it's just kind of like a roll a die. One of the things I like about them, about grave robbers, is that they always go really early. Not necessarily always first, but always really early. And they tend to
press this advantage. Give them no
they have good skill set because they have an axe that hits in the front row. They got the blight thing that goes to the back, and then they got the daggers in the middle.
They can be beaten.
So they kind of cover everything. See, I think locked sarcophagus. I'm pretty sure you can use a key on. and get treasure and stuff from. And my goodness, do I need treasure right now? Let me tell you. There's a trap. Yes, I see the trap. I would like to disarm the trap, please. Thank you. Another tiny box Tim. They also are good with, like, certain characters are good at different things, like the traps. I think it's Houndmasters, Grave Robbers, and um, the Highwaymen are all pretty good at them. Maybe the Jesters are too. I don't remember. I don't even know how to look at that, to be sure. Move to this room for a battle. Well, I will do that because my quest is to do the battles, so.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I don't really think of it.
Executed with impunity.
Yeah, I love Grave Robbers. I just like them a lot.
A singular strike.
What do you guys think? Do you have, those of you that are watching that have played this before, do you have favorite characters that you enjoy playing? Man, I tell you, having that heal back's so good.
Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Okay, but at least she didn't get trapped. Oh man, I'm kind of excited, but I'm also kind of like really tense right now. Like, just because that last, like, I gotta clarify this. Like, even though that last round, that last dungeon, somehow we got through it and we did well, and we got our Vestal back. We're not out of the water yet because that's how hard we got hit on that dungeon before. Because when you really take a minute to think about it, right? Like, for one thing, we lost our really best combat character. And this guy has not been bad, but I don't think there's any denying that if I was going to call an MVP for combat in the first 3 dungeons, it was definitely the Crusader I had before. This guy's been doing okay. But one of the definite advantages that the previous guy had was, even though he had low health, he had amazing stress resistance. That dude did not get stressed for nothing. Like, ever. And to be fair, I mean, part of that is that he did have a bonus to stress resistance, but he didn't get that until like Dungeon 2. So it's not like he always had no stress. It's more like he got to a point where he had no stress after he had already been doing so well. So that kind of plays a big part of that. Man, I'm not gonna lie, having that healer is so great. It makes a huge difference to have a dedicated healer. It's like really good at healing. He can lick wounds, but if I do that, then he can't attack, and I kind of want him to be able to attack. Because he's one of my few characters that has a reach because of his dog. Okay.
Wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
There's a new fight coming up. So guess it doesn't matter. I'm pretty much healed up. Ah, the power of having a dedicated healer. But anyway, so we lost our best combatant. We also lost the other Houndmaster. But to be honest, the other Houndmaster had no, like, there was no ventured in. There was nothing lost. Like, it was his first mission. I didn't even have the right skills on him. He didn't have that great of, like, stats or anything. It was just kind of, like, too bad. So he's not so bad, but losing the other warrior was bad. But what was worse was losing all the gold, because we had spent a decent amount of gold going in, and it wasn't just the gold that was spent on, and this is going to be the part that's a little confusing. It wasn't just the gold that was spent on the characters that are on. It wasn't just the gold that was spent on the expedition, meaning the items that I bought, because that's not that huge of a deal. It was the stats or the abilities that I bought on the characters that died, and then also on the characters that didn't die but I haven't been able to use, because the arbalist and the bounty hunter that survived haven't done anything because they've been stressed out so much from having two people die and lose, and like retreating, because you lose a ton when you retreat. So the two of them are basically have become worthless to me, which is really upsetting. The one thing I will say that is good now is that trap back up again. Is that what that's saying? Maybe yeah, it's back up again. Ooh, what is this? Trap disarm 60%. Oh, neat. I didn't know that. Okay, so here you can see that trap. Oh, she's got bleeding status, and I've got a band-aid. That's pretty cool. Never noticed that before. So I will say this: those other two characters, I spent money on them, but they're still alive. But it's more that I spent money on them and then didn't get out of the dungeon with the extra money, because you get extra money for completing the dungeon. So the combination of those two things is kind of what made that bad. We can still rebound from this, though. Like, this game is hard, and it is mean, as I was taught previously, but it is not impossible to make a comeback. That was just a really bad situation where I also didn't have my Vestal, so I was completely, like, super screwed. But we're making a comeback. We're gonna make this work. Like, somehow I got through that last dungeon that I really didn't think I had any chance of getting through. So we're gonna make this work. This is gonna happen, folks.
Impressive.
Oh, did that sting? I like that ability because it lets me heal myself. Or lets her heal herself during that. Man, nobody got bled from that? That's so obnoxious. The force of delivery. UPS, the force of delivery. This game is just filled with, like, quirky little subquotes that you can throw out, like take things the wrong way. I need party healed. Oh, look at that sweet crit 3 party heal. That's pretty awesome. Raising up them stats for them party heals, man. I tell you what. Oh, and then we kill. Nice. This team's doing really good. The only problem is, okay, so here's the thing. If you're taking an I have that Antiquitarian now. And even in this dungeon, I'm trying to think about, like, okay, what would I do with the Antiquitarian? Like, if you take the Antiquitarian, that means you have to have the other 3 people on your team have to be basically perfect. And while this team is good, I would not call it perfect. For one thing, while the Crusader's pretty good, he's limited on what he can do. Like, while he can lower stress, which is great.
Well struck.
You know, there's a lot of other things he can't necessarily do. Oh, wow. Give me that. Plus 15 to healing spells, yes. And please, and thank you. Who's got no dodge that can take this? Nobody does. That's who. Nobody does, of course. Who can afford to lose 2 dodge? Probably not her. He can, I guess, because he can heal himself. So, yes, we'll do that. Okay. I have one more key. We will use that on this. Journal page. A snippet from a journal of a doomed expedition. Why do I feel like that particular doomed expedition is my doomed expedition? You remember that one time when we all died? And we were like, it's your fault. Because it was. I don't know what this is. Day 8. Moira has been afflicted with sickness. It must have been some rotting air from a coffin as she insisted on piercing with her spade. As terrible as this place is, I know I will not fall for any trap, nor crazed idiot. I wager my lucky coin on it. I'm wondering if that's like a hint on how you're supposed to open the treasures. That's interesting. I don't remember ever seeing one of those before. I think if I was going to take an Antiquitarian, I think I'd want to have my tank character be a leper, so he could hit everything, and he could have holy water on that? I'm trying to remember now. I think that's a holy water item. Let me see. I'm looking it up real quick just to make sure. Yeah, holy water. Okay. What did I get? Damage until camp. Nice. Ugh, these characters. Oh well, that's all right. I don't have any more room for stuff anyway, so. Oh. Oh no, I guess I get to take it. I just don't get a choice with her. Why don't I get to take an anti-venom? You know what? I don't care. I don't need an anti-venom that bad. I mean, watch me now. Immediately, I'll need an anti-venom. I'll find the one thing that needs anti-venom and I'll be like, oh, no. Okay, this guy and this crazy guy's about to yell at me. He's got to go because he does all stress all the time. He's like a bad radio disc jockey. He's like, welcome to 97.3 The Maniac. We are all stress howling all the time. Welcome to the 5 o'clock rush hour. There's too much traffic everywhere and your job sucks, so you get to go home and see your kids if you can get to the traffic, but you can't because you're stuck and you drank a giant soda just before you left work. So now you gotta go to the bathroom, but you can't do that either because you're stuck in your car. And also Trump got elected and the politics suck. Blah, blah, blah. Everything's terrible. Welcome to the Maniac. 97.3 The Maniac. Hate your life. So, yeah. That guy's gotta die. That's the bottom line.
A powerful blow.
All stress all the time.
The ground quakes.
Aren't those corpses gruesome? Those corpses are so gruesome. I remember, okay, when I first started playing the game, there were no corpses. Corpses didn't exist in the game. And I remember people got really upset when they first added them in because they didn't understand the purpose of them. But, like, it's... once you understand it, like, okay, let's say I built a team where the idea is, like, I want to have an arbalist or whatever. It always hits this back row character because the back row characters are always really dangerous. So I bring two characters specifically designed to hit the back row characters, and they can't really do anything to front row characters. If these corpses didn't exist, this guy slowly moves up because these other characters plow through these guys, and then all of a sudden my best attacks don't hit the back row anymore. That's why the corpses are there. They do slowly degrade anyway, so I think it's like 3 turns they disappear anyhow. But if you don't like the corpses, there's also characters that are built in to clear corpses. So it kind of works out either way. I was kind of hoping that would hit more, but at least you stunned him. He was stunned and you couldn't hit him? I missed my other guy. My other guy was so much better. Pickaxe to the base.
A death by inches.
Technically, she got both of those last kills. Oh my god. When you just need more crest. To get fully clean teeth, you just needed more crest. Is there anything left? I think I cleared everything, right? Yeah. Alright guys, we got through a dungeon again.
More bones return to rest.
Get this
Devils
really great
remanded to their abyss.
bounty hunter helmet. Maybe I could take my bounty hunter again next turn. That'll be awesome. Oh man. Starting to stockpile that gold again, but we're gonna have to spend it because I gotta continue to upgrade. Look at all these crests. I need to not do any more dungeons or ruins. I mean, looks like we're going to the Warrens. Well, probably not right away. -5 to range skills. I can live with that because she's a healer. That was not bad.
They meet in secret, that none may know the horrifying depths of their enquiries.
What is this? Hear ye. Weird counsel. While strange utterances and unsettling chants typically characterize such events, we have been assured there is no real danger present in the rituals themselves. Okay. I don't know what that does, though. Like, what did that do? I don't know. Ton of it. Weird. Maybe I have to have those characters that I don't have. Can I put them in here? Is that maybe what happens? Where did you go? Because I don't know what that does otherwise. That's weird. Speaking of characters. Ooh. Okay. I got a Hellion and a Jester at least. I'm down with that. Soft. Well, it's not the worst thing in the world because she's really more of a second slot character. I need to move her. Or not move her, but change which skills she has because I like her better in that second spot. Gestures are fun. Yeah, I want both of those characters. But I don't have enough room. Somebody's going to have to go, probably. The problem is, who would go? Like, I don't have anybody really to get rid of now. He just got better. Somebody had a thing that I was like, I don't need that. He can keep his dodge. I want him to have dodge. Oh yeah, that was it. So, a couple of options for minus dodge. You know who could go? Actually, is this other witch doctor that I've not ever used. Not that I don't like having the witch doctor, but I don't have enough slots for everybody right now. And the idea of having the extra characters that are unique characters that bring something unique to the table, rather than a second witch doctor that really doesn't do anything for me, because the first witch doctor's pretty much got everything covered. Kind of leaning that way now. The only thing is, this witch doctor has dark temptation. It's not a chocolate. It's not a chocolate. But he still has all the other stuff, and I mean, he's already level 1. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and say goodbye to this guy so that I can have, because I've never used him. I didn't even need to.
Battered and broken, cast aside like a spent torch.
And like, while this isn't perfect, getting a Hellion is super good. Like, Hellions are really, they're another one of those characters I really like.
Savagery make for a powerful ally.
And gestures are a lot of fun too.
He will be laughing still at the end.
So I think that's probably good. Alright, and speaking of being probably good, that is probably good for this episode. Back up to 9,000, almost 10,000 gold. Most of my characters are good. Actually, here, let's do this real quick. I need to put some people into their resty things, so let's have the grade robber drink. Let's have the, well, gosh, I hate doing that because I don't know what anybody else needs. Is she the only one that really needs to do it? Yeah, she's the only one that needs to do it. So, oh no, Aslan needs to do stuff. But I don't have another person Aslan, so it's got to, you can't do anything. And also, well, yeah. You gotta go. You gotta go on the next mission. But I'll take some people that can de-stress you, because I've got them now. With the Jester, and the Houndmaster, and him, the Crusader. I think I've got enough people that can de-stress you now, so it'll be okay. So yeah, alright. We're gonna call it there, and then we'll look into doing other stuff afterwards. We only got 8,000 gold, so I gotta be careful. I can't get too cray-cray. But this has been another adventure. Another dungeon successfully accomplished. We were doing pretty good. We had the one really bad nightmare, but everything else has been good. Jericho Estate's looking better. We're not quite there yet, but we'll get there soon. We will talk to you guys next time. Thank you for watching.